Hello, my name is Danny Richter. I'm with Citizens Climate Lobby, and I'm curious about the intersection between business and climate. There are a couple of stories by Coral in December about 29 businesses that are using an internal carbon price, and then today about Coke, and they're wanting to, the impact of drought on this. And it seems to me like this is, if it's not new for businesses, it's new for the rest of the world, and especially congressmen. And there does seem to be an emphasis on a carbon tax, which of course our group likes. But I'm curious to what your thoughts on how might this new emphasis or awareness of business caring about climate, how might that affect the psychology of your average Republican congressman?
That will be really interesting to see. One business that I'm going to be keeping a close eye on is Monsanto, which is another one of these companies that is seeing, volatility. It's in a lot of red districts, and has also talked about seeing volatility. Anyone who works with agriculture in any way is pretty open about experiencing volatility, unpredictability, changes in weather. So I think that a lot of these companies are very closely affiliated with the Republican Party, are major donors. ExxonMobil is another really interesting one. They are very open about acknowledging carbon emissions cause climate change. They're on the same page as the IPCC with the science. They're incorporating a price on carbon. They've proposed a possible carbon tax swap should the day ever come. They're always clear to say, they said they're not lobbying for it now, but should the day ever come, it looks like a carbon tax will be on the table. ExxonMobil has their own proposal. They're a major contributor to Republican lawmakers, and they've been comfortable saying we're going to be in a different place from these lawmakers. So I think that that's where, if there's going to be a shift in the Republican Party, I think it's going to be when their corporate friends and donors say, well, this is where we are on this.
But it's interesting, isn't it, that, ExxonMobil until, I think, 2007, 2008 was one of the big funders of the climate change denial movement, and
until they bought XTO. No, it wasn't under pressure. It was when they bought XTO and became the largest natural gas producer in the U.S. and then became poised to profit.
Right.
Under.
But they now no longer contribute to that, and yet Republican sort of beliefs on climate change continue to, oppose the science. So.
I think this is. I think
we see a clear break here between corporations and the sort of Republicans in Congress, and it seems that there's a lot of ideological forces that come into play as well, not just business groups.